Hello Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to another reading. Let's see the overall energy for your reading for today. So we do have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then we also have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Why do I feel like somebody's holding it back? I don't like this human. I don't like this human. They kind of remind me of like the King of Wands in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Like somebody's pretty pissed. Somebody's pretty pissed, okay? I feel like you're moving on with your life, Leo. I feel like you're moving on with your life, and I feel like somebody's pretty pissed off about it. Somebody's pretty pissed off about it. Okay, let's just get into your reading, shall we? Let's focus on you first, and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid. So this could either currently be happening or may be happening at a later date. I want to clarify this. I'm going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle deck as well as in the Shadows Oracle deck. I just combined these two decks together. Why not? All right, let's look a little bit more into this because I feel like there's somebody here who's like preventing you, or at least trying to prevent you from moving forward and moving on with your life. Yeah. Whoever this person is, man, they're pretty pissed. They're pretty pissed off. All right. Tell me more about codependency and deception. Okay. Whoever this person is, they're kind of harnessing like this devilish energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, or this person might have a lot of Capricorn within their chart, but they're kind of gripping onto this connection and you for dear life, basically refusing to let you go at this point. I wish I could take my words back. I feel like this person's sitting in a boatload of regret on top of that. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well, but we also have I will wait for a sign from you. This to me kind of feels like the Star. I feel like this person's still kind of holding on to hope here. When it comes down to the both of you. But we do have I feel you leaving me behind. Leo, I just feel like you're leaving somebody behind, man. I do. And I feel like they're holding on to some hope here that maybe, just maybe, right, you guys will be able to kind of work it out. But they're sitting in a boatload of regret, and there's that gripping energy, man, coming from this person. It's like an overall energy of somebody refusing to let you go at this point in time. Let's get into your reading. We're going to focus on you first, and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid. So this could either currently be happening or may be happening at a later date. You know, this reading actually reminds me of the Libra reading that I just put out. You might have Libra within your chart. They might have Libra within their chart. How does Leo currently view this relationship? Okay. We have the Hermit. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels right to take in the reverse for whatever reason it does. And then we also have the Six of Cups. Currently at the moment, I do feel like there is a lot of distance here between you and a soulmate. Granted, I feel like you are intentionally keeping your distance from this person. Yes, they are a soulmate. For some of you, you might even have a lot of history with this person. You might even have a child and or children with this person in particular. I feel like you have your days where you do miss this person and what you once upon a time had with this person. But I feel like you're kind of telling yourself it's best that the two of you just kind of part ways from one another. It's best. It's definitely best that you two kind of go your separate ways. I feel like, you know, you're also kind of reminding yourself as to why it's not a good idea to let this person back into your life again. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's days where you really do miss this person. But I feel like you know what you could possibly be anticipating / expecting if you were to like let this person back into your life all over again, which is obviously something that you want to avoid. I feel like this relationship between you and this person, you know, has been keeping you in a very stuck and stagnant energy. I feel like there's been a lot of overthinking at play on your behalf. I feel like this relationship has also become extremely burdensome and overwhelming for you. There's been a lot of fighting. There's been a lot of arguing. There's been a whole lot of not seeing eye to eye. You know, as much as you may miss this person, Leo, you know it's best that, you know, you just kind of keep your distance from this person and not continue to give to this relationship anymore. All right, let's look at your person. So I feel like you're the one deciding to move on here. How does this person What did I say? What did I say? Queen of Wands, King of Wands, man. Now, keep in mind, all of my cards are in the upright here, okay? I feel like they're pretty pissed off. I mean, attached to the Five of Swords, yeah, they're pretty pissed off. They're pretty pissed off, and it has a lot to do with the simple fact that this person can totally feel you leaving them behind. They can totally feel you leaving them behind. With the Ace of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups to the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like this is them doing like their digging, to be completely honest. Like, I feel like they're doing a whole lot of digging here, trying to figure out like what you're currently up to. Are you seeing someone else? Are you not seeing someone else? Like, I feel like this person's really kind of doing a lot of digging here, just to kind of figure out what it is that you currently find yourself, you know, up to. Are you seeing somebody else? Are you not seeing somebody else, you know? Let's look at this Eight of Pentacles a little bit more. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this one over here is doing their digging. They're definitely doing their digging here. They just want to figure out what it is that you currently find yourself up to, Leo. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Swords. Okay, I see why. So we have the Three of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, and then we also have the Hierophant. I feel like the main reason why this person finds themselves doing this, you know, full-blown investigation here on what you're currently up to has a lot to do with the fact that, well, they don't see you trying to heal things with them. They don't see you trying to work things out with them. So in their mind, they're automatically assuming that, it must be that, you know, Leo's probably talking to somebody new and, you know, things of that nature. But they're definitely doing their digging here. That's one thing I will say. They're freaking having a full-blown investigation here, just to find out what it is that you currently find yourself up to, because they don't see you trying to work things out with them. They don't see you trying to work things out with them. I feel like this one over here has a really bad temper, also a very nasty mouth, because I'm also kind of getting that as well. Now, don't get caught up in the gender. Nothing's gender specific here, okay? Like, even though they're coming across as a queen doesn't necessarily make them a female. They can totally be a dude, for all we know. Yeah, like, they just have a really nasty mouth, man. They really, really do. They really, really do. They really do. They really do. Okay, let's keep going. So they're doing a full-blown investigation at this point, to try to figure out what it is that you currently find yourself up to. I want to look at this Queen of Wands, though. I do. And I'm going to jump back to this deck again. Again, I just combined the Hidden Truth Oracle deck with the, what are you called? In the Shadows Oracle deck. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. You know, I don't understand this person. I really don't understand, like, this person and the logic behind this person. Because with I'm not available, especially with this, and this is somebody who has a lot of ego and pride, by the way. You know, they kind of come off as if they can honestly freaking care less about you, right? But the fact that they're doing, like, this full-blown investigation just to figure out what it is that you're up to kind of contradicts this I don't really care about Leo energy, right? What else came out? Oh, we also have I don't react when people mention you. More of that overall energy of I can honestly care less about Leo. And then we also have just being near you is intoxicating. Believe it or not, I feel like this person is kind of borderline obsessed with you. They might not admit that to you or even to themselves, to be completely honest. But the way that they're moving, I mean, maybe, just maybe, you know, they are a little bit borderline obsessed with you. But yeah, I just kind of feel like they act as if they can care less about you. They treat you as if they can care less about you. But all this extra stuff that they're doing, as far as like doing this full-blown investigation here in regards to what you're currently up to, just goes to show that they actually care a whole lot. Somebody else had a message like this as well. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. How does this person currently feel? We have the Ten of Cups for them. We have the Ace of Wands for them. And then we also have the Eight of Swords for them. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Swords. And then we also have the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles to the King of Wands to the Three of Cups, to the Six of Wands, and then we got the Three of Swords, and then we got the Hermit. True pair situation here between you and this person, by the way. We do have the King and the Queen of Wands. You know, I always say this about these two. You know, I feel like these two are known for being a little borderline crazy about one another. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of chemistry here between these two. You know, these are two people that have a very difficult time staying away from one another. That's just what the King and the Queen of Wands are known for, right? I'm gonna be honest, I do see this queen, okay? I do see this queen heading in your direction all over again, wanting to have a conversation with you, wanting to bring this relationship back together all over again. Yes, I do see that happening, and it is coming from a place of them not necessarily wanting to lose you. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, okay? I do see you, for the most part, entertaining, we'll say that, entertaining the idea of getting back with them. But one thing that I will say about your overall energy is that you're definitely not getting your hopes up. You're definitely not getting your hopes up here. It's like, you know what, fine. Like, I guess we can try again, but you're not getting your hopes up here when it comes down to this one over here. You're definitely not. You're not. It's like you're preparing yourself for things to go south between you and this person again. What's the problem here, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's the actual issue here between you and this person? What's the issue? What is the issue here? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's the problem? And why can't you guys just, you know, make it work? Like, don't get me wrong, like, they're coming back and I see you taking them back, okay? I do, but it's like you're harnessing this overall energy of like, you know what? I'm just going to roll with it. But I know it's only a matter of time before things go south, but whatever. Let's just do this. You know, like, that's your overall energy. I'm trying to figure out, like, duh. I'm like looking back at you, like, you know, I feel like the main reason why you're really not getting your hopes up when it comes down to this person has a lot to do with your history with this person. Like, you already know what's up. You already know what to anticipate / expect out of this person, and your involvement with them and how it's going to basically affect you. Now, despite the fact that, you know, we see you in this overall energy of, you know what, yes, I missed them, but this relationship is just not good for me, right? I still see you taking them back, but it is coming from a place of, you know, you're really wanting to reconnect with them, right? This relationship wasn't all bad, you know, between you and this person. Like, I feel like you guys had, you know, your really good moments with one another, but I feel like you guys have also had your really bad moments. Like, this is that type of relationship where it's like, when things are good, things are great. But when things are bad, dude, like, things are god-awful between you and this person. But like I said, it's like, even though you're telling yourself, you know what, let me just keep my distance. Yes, I miss them, but you know what, this just isn't for me, right? Here they come back around your way. Right? Here they come back around your way wanting to work this out, right? Between you and them, because they don't want to lose you. And I see you taking them back. I feel like this queen needs to change. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel like this queen needs to change. I do. I feel like this queen needs to change. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel like they need to change. All right, let's get going. How does Leo feel? Okay, we have the Devil, we have the Seven of Swords, and then we also have the King of Wands. I'm kind of a little taken back, though, by your energy, because yes, I see you letting them back in all over again, and it's coming from a place of really missing them and what you once upon a time had with them. But it's weird, because deep down inside, you know it's only a matter of time before shit goes south here between you and this person. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you know. It's like, you know, deep down inside, it's only a matter of time before shit just goes south here between you and this person. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing here. I feel like you're giving this another go around to see if things are going to go south this time around here between you and this person. Even though deep down inside you kind of feel like it is. I just kind of feel like you want to see. Like, is it really going to go south again between me and this person? Are we going to be able to get it together or not? You know what I mean? Are they going to change? You know? I feel like the both of you need to change, to be honest. I don't feel like it's just them. I also kind of feel like it is you as well that needs to change. I mean, we all need to kind of change and improve, right? That applies to everybody. I think that we all can do a little better. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep going. What actions will Leo take towards this person or moving forward? We have the Death card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. What actions? What actions will this person take towards Leo or moving forward? I want to look at this Four of Pentacles here. I just want to like try to understand this Queen a little bit more. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. You know what? I'm kind of noticing what the actual problem is here between you and this person. Let's just be honest. Let's just call a thing today. You are literally anticipating the worst from this person. And guess what? The feeling is essentially mutual because they're over here anticipating the worst out of you. It's like you guys don't even have faith in one another. You guys don't have faith in one another because they're kind of harnessing this overall energy of like, yeah, things are changing. Yeah, things are getting better. And you're doing the same thing. Yeah, things are changing. Yeah, things are getting better. You know, all is well over here, right? But I feel like the both of you are really guarded towards one another. And it has a lot to do with the fact that, well, you anticipate the worst out of this one and they anticipate the worst out of you. It's like they feel like they have to be very guarded here when it comes down to you. Because they kind of feel like it's only a matter of time before you mess up. It's only a matter of time before you disappoint them. It's only a matter of time before you do this, that, and the third. Neither one of you have faith in one another. And it's crazy because as much as I see the both of you really wanting to be with one another and really wanting to make this work, you guys don't have faith in one another. You guys don't have faith in one another at all. And that's what sucks, to be honest, about this relationship here, because the potential is definitely there, man. But if you're constantly walking around anticipating the worst out of this one, and if they're constantly walking around anticipating the worst out of you, it's like, it's really robbing the two of you of, you know, this beautiful moment, man, that you guys can totally have with one another for a very long time. You know what I mean? And you know, the thing is, and that's why I say the both of you need to change, because if you're constantly anticipating the worst out of them, you're constantly going to sit around expecting the worst, right? You're constantly going to sit around waiting for some shit to hit the fan, right, between you and them. And then the same applies for them. It's like you guys really don't have faith in one another. And I feel like it's because you guys have disappointed one another quite a bit, okay? I do. I feel like that's, you know, the problem here. The fact that we have the Devil out here 2 times, man, and Temperance didn't come out not 1 time, it's not a good sign. And the only reason why I say it's not a good sign is because, yes, I see you guys working it out. Yes, I see you guys getting back together. But the likelihood of history repeating itself here between you and this person is very likely to happen again. Because you're not recognizing that you're constantly anticipating the worst out of them. And they're not recognizing that they're constantly anticipating the worst out of you. It's like you guys are manifesting the worst potential outcome here into fruition time and time and time and time again. And it's like, I don't feel like neither one of you are consciously aware of it. You know what I mean? All right. Tell me more. We have the Devil, we have the Moon. I feel like this is the energy that the both of you tend to harness within this relationship. Yes, you have your moments where you tend to think the worst of this person, but guess what? They have their moments where they tend to think the worst of you as well. I kind of feel like as much as you guys might try to cling on to this sense of hope that things are going to get a bit better and that things are going to just be great from here on out, that's never going to happen when you guys are constantly anticipating the worst out of one another. Okay? It's just never going to happen. Any advice for Leo? See, the thing that kills me is that things can get better, man. Things can get better between you and this person. But as far as like the way you guys look at each other, again, it's like you guys are just sitting around waiting for some shit to go left time and time again. You know what I mean? Anyways. So I kind of like this overall energy in regards to like your overall advice, right? It's basically saying that there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. I don't feel like you guys are really having like a very deep conversation with one another when it comes down to like what's really upsetting you about this relationship, what's really causing you to think the worst of this person. Like I feel like that conversation hasn't even happened between you and this person. And if it has happened, I just kind of feel like you guys had like a very surface level conversation about what's really bothering the both of you. Like I feel like you guys need to really go deep and stop messing around here. Like if you guys really do want to make this work, like you guys have to dig deep and stop having these surface levels conversations, right, with one another. Because I just kind of feel like the both of you have the tendency of holding back a whole lot from one another. And because you guys have the tendency of holding a lot back from one another, it still leaves a lot of unresolved issues here between you and them, which naturally causes you to basically think the worst of them, and then it causes them to think the worst of you because it's not even being discussed at this point. Like, how is this person supposed to know why you really think the worst of them if you don't express that to them? Like I feel like you've mentioned certain things to them, but I don't feel like you've gone into like depths, right, about why you feel that way. And I don't feel like they've done that with you. It's like we need to dig a little deeper than these surface level conversations that you guys have been having with one another. And I kind of feel like only then will the two of you be victorious in having exactly what it is that you guys want with one another. Because it's not to say that the two of you don't want to experience this happily ever after with one another. You guys totally do. But having these surface level conversations, man, it's not going to get anybody anywhere. It's not. History will repeat itself here if you guys really don't dig deep and really talk about what the real problem is. You know what I mean? And only then will you guys be victorious, man. Only then will you guys be victorious. If not, you know, if you continue to keep things to yourself and they continue to keep things to their self, and if you continue to look at them in this manner and they do the same exact thing, things are going to go left again. Guaranteed, things will go left again. Temperance didn't come out not one time for you guys. And we got the Devil that came out a total of 3 times. And the Devil is linked to the Tower, by the way, every single time. So it's going to cause another Tower moment after another Tower moment after another Tower moment, because you guys are holding a little bit too much from one another. A little bit too much. You know what's crazy too is that the 3 of Cups just caught my attention. You know, I kind of feel like you guys went from being, and this is the sad part of your relationship with one another, to be honest, because I feel like you guys went from like feeling like you guys can honestly talk to one another about anything under the sun, and that in itself has drastically changed. You stopped being this person's best friend and they stopped being yours, basically. Because I don't feel like this relationship was always like this. Like I kind of feel like you guys had that type of relationship once upon a time where you could have been able to talk to this person about anything under the sun, and then well, vice versa. It's not like that anymore. You literally stopped being their best friend and they stopped being yours, basically. Okay, so yeah, all right, what else can you tell me, and then we'll wrap this up. Devil came out 4 times. 4 times. 4 times. And then there goes that Tower. There goes that Tower again. Yeah, Leo, I hate to say this, but if neither one of you are willing to really address the actual root of the problem here and have a conversation about it, this relationship, it will go south. It will go south again. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's going to go south again because it's like neither one of you like really want to like go there. You know, like this person is not trying to tell you why they really feel the way that they feel, right? About you, and you're not trying to do that either, you know? I just feel like a conversation can totally change absolutely everything here, and it requires the two of you to be so transparent and honest with one another, and it kind of looks like neither one of you are trying to do that. Neither one of you are trying to do that. It's like you want this person in your life and you want them around, and the same applies for them, but it's like you guys are not really doing what it takes to keep this relationship intact and afloat here. You guys are not. You guys are not. And it's kind of crazy to me because you guys can't really picture your lives without one another, but you guys are not willing to like just face this stuff head on. Like, what's the real issue here? What is the real issue here? What are you holding back from them? What are they holding back from you? Why don't you feel like you can tell them how you feel? And why do they feel like they can't really tell you how they feel? You know, I just feel like everybody in this situation feels extremely misunderstood. And maybe that's the case, right? Where they feel extremely misunderstood by you and they feel like they can't even talk to you anymore because you don't understand where they're coming from. And then, you know, maybe you feel like you can't really talk to them because you feel misunderstood by them and you feel like they don't understand where you're coming from. Like, if you guys really want this bad enough, you guys will do what it takes to make it work. And I kind of highly recommend that you guys both do what it takes to make this work, to be completely honest, especially with this overall energy. Neither one of you can even fathom your life without one another, so you might as well, you know, try to make it work and have that conversation. If not, you can always go to like therapy. I think I mentioned this before in your reading. The Hierophant can represent, you know, a counselor. Maybe you might want to go down that route here because it kind of looks like no matter how much you guys try to communicate with one another, everybody's being misunderstood, and maybe you guys do need outside help, you know, to really keep this relationship, you know, intact and afloat. But not only that, you know, maybe you guys might want to take things a step further in, you know, getting someone else involved, like a, you know, like a therapist, so that way they can help the both of you in this entire situation, because it would suck to see this relationship come to an end here between you and them, especially because of the amount of potential this relationship has. You know, if it didn't have potential, I would have been like, nah, you might as well just walk away now, you know. But it does have a lot of potential, and that's what sucks. If this relationship were to come to an end, it would really suck. But that really does all depend on the both of you, you know. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. Also, too, for those of you who want to follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description box down below. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.